So hi, one of the Good Nights podcasts. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And we're here with
Dustin from Two Eyes Open.
And we're asking some questions today about their new single, Hoodie. I'm going to start, so congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
Thank you. Yeah, this has been the most anticipated thing I feel like I've released so far. I posted it in the Earthbound subreddit because it's kind of about a video game that I grew up with and really loved. And it's like the most popular thing I've ever posted on Instagram. So
Wow.
I'm hoping it lives up to people's expectations.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm really excited.
World famous over here, goddamn.
Exactly. My God. So, is there any meaning behind the single name or cover art?
Yeah, so the story, well, I could just get into the story of the song because that explains everything. So it's based on true events. This was a couple of years ago when I lived in Richmond, Virginia. I was
Sorry.
That's a joke in and of itself. So I was getting out of a breakup, kind of like recovering from that, and I was like, I should start getting back into the gym and stuff. So I wanted to get my favorite hoodie, which was an Earthbound hoodie that I had had for several years, which, like I said, is one of my favorite games. So I was looking for this hoodie, and I looked all around my room. I looked everywhere. I looked in my car. I couldn't find it. And then I realized, like, the reason I don't have my favorite hoodie is because my ex used to wear it all the time, and it's, like, literally not here. So it was just one of those things that kind of, like, bites you in the ass after a breakup. It's like one of those tiny things that you don't expect. And I was feeling like extra emo as soon as I like had that realization. So instead of going to the gym, I wrote this song, and it's like literally unchanged since like the day I wrote it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
So I wrote it in like 30 minutes.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Wow. And so you didn't change like one thing.
No, I think there's like one line that I repeat twice now. That's like the only difference. So.
Wow. And that's not even like taking away anything.
Yeah, that's just adding something.
Wow. So
Okay.
just completely unfiltered.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
it was just about that, but I think like the song at its heart is more about like I keep telling myself throughout the whole song like I'm missing the hoodie, but it's clear that it's more like the relationship that is getting to me,
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as the artwork itself is like a reference to the game. And if you actually like go and look at screenshots of the game and compare it to the artwork, it's almost the exact same thing. Like, hopefully Nintendo doesn't slap me down.
Yeah, that
They like
kind
to
of
do
suck.
that. Yeah, they love that.
Yeah, they do. So yeah, that's kind of the story behind that song.
All right.
That kind of suck for like your most anticipated single to get kind of copy struck by Nintendo. Ouch.
Yeah, I'll just replace it with like black text that just says hoodie.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect.
Iconic.
So you definitely did touch on this a little bit, but if you are able to go in depth at all, that would be great. Can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for this single? You can even go into recording process, since you said it was like 30 minutes with no changes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just for several years before I like started doing Two Eyes Open officially, I just had a ton of really shitty cell phone demos that I would record with my acoustic, and that's what this song was for years. I actually lost the demo and then like relocated it a few years later. But yeah, I immediately had the "She's got my favorite hoodie and I don't think I'm gonna get it back" line, and I was like, this is kind of corny, but I was like, let's just go with it. And I don't know, it was one of those things that really just wrote itself, and I don't always, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes I might have like half of a song finished and then 6 months later something pops in my head and then I write the rest. But this was one of those where I just wrote it really quickly. It was really spur of the moment. I was like super into Newfound Glory and Man Overboard at the time, so that was kind of the vision I had. So as far as like recording it, this is one of the first songs that I've produced myself too. So I did the guitars and bass and all the mixing and all of that stuff. and my friend Nate Logan did the drums for me. I'm just a fan of his music. He does like this kind of acoustic chill stuff, but then one day I just saw him rip like in a Day to Remember cover on the drums, and I was like, okay. So and he was super down. So yeah, we kind of like collabed together for that.
All right, I like
That's
that.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you also went into this a little bit beforehand, but if you want, you could go a bit more in depth. Can you tell us where your headspace was at while you were creating this track?
Yeah, sorry. I tend to overtalk in like
No,
every
it's all
interview
good.
I do.
It's all good.
Yeah, my headspace was just like I knew from the get-go that Hoodie was kind of a funny song, and I thought also that it was like a little silly and like a little childish. And so like in the second verse, I tried to be a little bit more self-aware. So that was something I was definitely thinking about. Like in the second verse, I'm essentially saying like I say like in the chorus, when I lost a friend when I lost you. So then in the second verse, I'm kind of questioning with myself that whole time, like, was I talking about the hoodie that I lost or the girl that I lost? So I tried to be, like a little self-aware because I knew as soon as I started writing it down, it was kind of corny. And as far as the headspace what goes though, like I said, I knew it was silly, but I was like, fuck it, like this is how I feel.
Mhm.
And it did suck like at the time as silly as it was just like that hoodie was something I wore like all the time. So
Yeah.
As silly as the song is, that chorus is stupid catchy.
Thank you.
Has no right
Thank
being
you.
that catchy.
Thank you.
So how do you recommend that your fans listen to the single for the first time? In the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Is it a party song? What
Yeah,
is it?
it's I feel like it's my most party song that I've dropped so far. It's definitely like the most summery kind of song that I've put out so far. Will have put out so far, which is why I wanted to drop it now. It was originally supposed to come out in July, but life happens.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I feel like it's a party song. I have a friend who he lives in Texas, and every time he goes to the bars, he plays my stuff after like has a few drinks. So he hasn't heard this song, and I feel like he'll be that final seal of approval. Like if he plays this song at the bar and he's having a good time, I know it's a vibe.
All right.
That's good. That makes you really
I
happy.
love that.
So this one should be super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this single for new listeners in 3 words.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like put 2 words together, but
Okay.
she's got my hoodie.
Gotten.
Yeah, it's just 1 word.
Okay.
All right. You know what? For creativity points, we'll let that one slide.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. God.
So, in that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling you want your listeners to have while going through the single?
I don't, even though it's about an ex-girlfriend and it's about like it's kind of about being mad at her or whatever. I hope that people just have fun with it. I feel like as a whole, it is more of a fun song. I feel like live, it's going to be really, really fun if I ever do live shows. And I don't know. The cool thing about this song too is that I have another song that I released earlier this year. I don't know if you guys have heard it, but it's called Traffic Jam Girlfriend, and it's like 45 seconds long.
Wow.
And the 2 songs are in the same key.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that like whenever I play live, I can start with that song and then fade straight into Hoodie.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be I'm hoping it's one of those tracks where everybody's bouncing and stuff.
Okay. You mentioned like if you ever do shows, are you saying that because of like COVID and how the future's kind of blurry right now with live music, or are you saying that just because like you're busy?
So both. I don't know where it's going to go in regards to COVID. Like I don't think we're handling it quite the way we should.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. But I've also not played a show as Two Eyes Open yet. So the only show that I did was I did like a Twitch stream thing recently with a band called Home for the Day. And I still need to find bandmates, so it's like literally just me right now.
Okay.
So I was watching your interview with Hot Mulligan today, and they were just talking about how it took them like a little bit to find like people who were as serious as them. Like I think they had 2 members first, and then with me, it's just me right now. I've talked to a handful of people about starting a band, and then or like someone will reach out to me and they'll be like, yo, your music's so sick, like I love your sound, blah blah blah, would you want to start an emo night cover band? And I was like, but I have a band. That's what I'm trying to
project.
Yeah.
Join my band.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so yeah, I let that be an excuse for a long time that I didn't have bandmates, and then one day I kind of had this like come to Jesus moment. I don't know how else to say it. And I was like, or like quarter life crisis. And I was like, I'm going to start doing this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just need to find bandmates. I could do some acoustic stuff, but it's not the same,
Yeah.
Right.
So.
That's fair. I respect that a lot.
Yeah.
So as we've said, this is the 3rd time already, but you kind of went into this a little bit. But if you want, you can go a bit more in depth. While going through this track, what band or artist influence pops out the most to you?
A lot of people said Bowling for Soup, which kind of surprised me. I can like kind of see it. A lot of people said that I guess with like the lyrics and how they're kind of satirical. But yeah, Man Overboard was a huge influence on me. I was listening to their stuff like all the time, and Newfound Glory and like the early Sum 41 stuff, like off of All Killer No Filler.
All right.
Yeah.
Sum 41.
They're my favorite band.
They're good. They're good.
Yeah.
So picture this: you're on tour, you're at a gas station for a rest stop. What is your snack of choice?
I absolutely adore Reese's Cups and Oreos. So like if it was like sweets, that's probably what I would do. Some like barbecue chips or something.
Okay.
If we are at like a Wawa or something, I'll probably just get a sandwich because I know like I can get more bang for my buck that way.
100%.
And Wawa sandwiches are dope. So
yeah, my partner has me on the Wawa sandwich train.
Bro.
So fucking good.
They're so good. Wait, you get hoagies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They're even better when they pay. They're like 10 times better when I don't
free
have to pay
food
for
tastes
it.
better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like I said, I lived in Richmond for a little while, so we had Wawa there, and my girlfriend lived in Philly for a bit, so I used to go up there a lot. In North Carolina, we don't have Wawa, so like,
it's unfortunate.
What?
Yeah, so whenever I go up north, like on my way there, I'll stop by like 3 Wawas.
Okay, good.
I didn't even know Wawa was far enough down, like into Virginia. I didn't know that you guys even had it. I thought it was like a tri-state area kind of thing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I was lucky. Like when I moved to Richmond, I didn't even know what Wawa was.
Oh my god!
And I was like, I literally live like 5 minutes away. It's so nice. But I'm back in North Carolina now, so.
Okay.
No
I'll ship some Wawa to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
A Wawa care package.
Yeah. So where do you see the band in the next 5 years?
Oh shit.
An actual band?
Career question. Yeah, an actual band would be nice. I started in March, like right as the pandemic began is when I put out my first single, which was like great timing. And so I had no idea what to expect. I've written a ton of songs. So right now, like I'm just hoping to put out a bunch of things, and hopefully like finding some people who like what I'm doing and want to be a part of it, and that I can vibe with, of course, too. I don't have specific goals. It's like it's so hard to say because I don't know, what to expect. Like it's weird because I guess technically I've been a band almost 2 years now, but I'm still like a new band because due to COVID I've not really been able to go out and do like the normal things. But yeah, like I would love to experience touring and like doing all that stuff and having the bandmates and like writing songs with people instead of doing everything by myself. So yeah, exactly.
All right. So for the last couple of questions, direction shift away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So, if you were on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Oh shit. I probably comfort food. Like, I love pizza or like fettuccine alfredo. Honestly, like one of those. But yeah, like pizza and beer is kind of a classic, I guess. But with like pasta, like fettuccine alfredo, I don't really want to drink, so probably just water if I did that. But yeah, as simple as it is, maybe like pizza and beer would be the way to go. But it would have to be like decked out with all the toppings and like stuffed crust and like ridiculous stuff that I normally never get.
Okay. All the stops might stop your heart before you even get to the chair.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm that would be the goal. Just like a meat lover's pizza, or like yeah.
All right.
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
So it depending on how am I going to be judged based on my answer?
Well,
I'm indifferent to it, so
yeah,
I'll put my answer out there.
I'm kind of the same way. I like pineapple on pizza, but I'm not like. Okay, cool. So I was like waiting. I was trying to feel out the room. But I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm like passionate about it. But I worked in a pizza restaurant for a little while, and like I could get a pizza for $2. So of course I was always getting pizzas.
Yeah. Wait, is that like a full pizza?
Well, I would get the like 6-inch like deep dish, so it would be like enough for me.
Yeah. Sorry, I
and
interrupted you. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. My favorite thing was like pepperoni. Sometimes would do bacon and pineapple, and that was that was dope.
That sounds good.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pineapple is only good with certain combos. Like you can't go putting pineapple with every other topping.
So you've had pineapple on pizza? Last time I spoke to you, you said you hadn't tried it yet. Lying on the podcast?
I'm just saying. Just thinking about it.
I don't need this.
Just thinking about it sounds pretty gross with some of that shit. Like, could you imagine putting like green peppers and pineapple together?
Yeah.
Sounds
I've had
gross.
that.
Sounds gross.
It's
sounds
not
absolutely
bad.
disgusting.
I feel like you can get salsa with pineapples in it, so it's kind of the same thing. Like if you the spicy and sweet kind of thing going on.
Yeah. Exactly. But the key like combo is onion and pineapple, the best one.
Pizza.
I could see that.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm moving on. Shane's being very hateful right now.
I'm gonna start judging you.
So, if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
I think like Pokemon would be sick. I would love to like actually live out that. That would be sick.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, honestly, I think that would be my first answer. Like, locked it in already. That would be dope. Yeah.
All right. So I have now asked my last question, and every single person who's spoken to has said that it is the most important question. What's your favorite color?
Oh shit, that is really important.
It is. You think we were lying?
Hey, come on. Don't lie about everything here. Just about if I've had pineapple or not.
Yeah.
The whole pineapple discussion gave me trust issues. Right now it's purple. So I like it was red like when I was first growing up, and then it like switched to blue as I went into high school. And I remember that being such an annoying thing because if I forgot my password on like my bank account or something like that, one of the recovery questions is what's your favorite color? So I'd like, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, you don't know me.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's purple now. And I don't really think it's in the hoodie artwork, but on almost everything else, I try to throw purple in there now. So I'm trying to like make that my color.
I like
cool.
that.
It's good.
So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
I'm Two Eyes Open band on everything. I think I'm Two Eyes Open on TikTok, but I've not posted there in forever. I have like 6 followers on Twitter, so if you wanted to follow me there, that would be cool. Yeah, I've got Hoodie coming out this Friday. I don't know when this is going up on YouTube.
A week or two from now.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it'll already be out by the time this video is out. And I'm hoping to put out songs like every month. So if you like Hoodie, stick with me.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Or no, that's cool too.
Oh, no.
Well, thank you. First now, that's been Dustin from Two Eyes Open, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.